You don't feel confident. You want to get the muscles. You want to go to the gym. Well, it's been like 1 year. Why aren't you going to the gym? Why are you not going, man? You want the muscles, right? You want the confidence that come with them, that come with the muscles. But you don't go to the gym. Why are you scared? You need discipline. You need strength. But you don't have any of that. And your life is shit because of that, right? I've been there. I've been there. I wanted muscle for a long time. I wanted to go to the gym, start lifting weights. I never did it. But when I did it like once a month, and then I stopped. I did it once again the next month, and then I stopped. I didn't have any discipline. I didn't have any structure. And it affected just every aspect of my life, you know, not just the gym and the muscles, but every aspect of my life. I wanted good grades at school. I didn't have, because I wouldn't work. I wouldn't put the work. I didn't have the discipline. You need strength in life. If you want to succeed, you need a lot of strength. It's really, really important. So I have my notes. It's gonna be a short video. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about strength, because that's something that I know I would have wanted to hear about this when I was younger. You know, when I was 16 years old, 2 years ago. I would have really loved to hear about that, because I didn't know that. Well, I knew that it was what I needed. I knew that strength what was I needed, but I didn't know how I could get it, and I didn't even know that I could go online and search for it, you know. And if I did it, if I went online and I searched for it, I would feel like a pussy. But that's actually what I was. I was a pussy. So yeah. So you need strength in your life. It's really important. If you don't have strength, you're not gonna get what you want. Strength is like basic, alright? You want to get a muscle, you need strength. You need to go to the gym. You want to be a good actor, you need to act. You need to practice your charisma, the way you speak, anything. You want to be a good basketball player, you have to train as much as you can. If you want to be the best, you have to train really, like every single day, multiple times a day even. If you want to be the best, if you want to be a good dancer, you have to dance a lot. You know, logic, right? But it's easy to say you have to do this and that, but what you need to actually put the habit in place is to have strength. So I'm gonna tell you some things about strength, how you can implement it. So right now I'm 18 years old. I would say that I'm a person that's pretty strong. Like I still have some struggles with discipline sometimes. I do a lot of mistakes actually, but I'm doing my best, you know. I'm trying to have a lot of discipline and make it stronger every single day. So the way that I became stronger was actually when I was 16 years old. I discovered basketball, and I played a lot. I played a lot of basketball, and I wanted to become the best player in the world. I wanted to go in the NBA. I watched a lot of Kobe Bryant content on Instagram and YouTube, and I loved his mindset. I wanted to be the best. And so what I did is I understood that to be the best, you have to train a lot. You have to have a lot of discipline. So what I did is every morning I would go out and train for like 1 hour every single day. So I would train really, really hard, and it required a lot of discipline. And actually, the way to build discipline, strength, is to do the things that you don't want to do. You know, you have the feelings, oh, I don't want to do it. You can't wait. All right, you just have to get up and do the thing. All right, you have to do it right away, even if it's hard. You know, if it's hard, if it feels incredibly uncomfortable to do the thing right now, that's a perfect moment to do it if you want to build strength, because the next time it's gonna be easier. You have to build a certain type of momentum. All right, once you get up and you start doing the thing that you didn't want to do, then you're in kind of a momentum. All right, it's easier. And there's actually a lot of habits that will help you to become stronger. And that's what I implemented in my life to be stronger. Things that you can do every single day that will really help you with your discipline. Things that are really hard, but if you commit to it and do it every single day, then discipline is going to build itself. And you're going to be really strong. You're going to do everything that you need to do, and through the years it's going to literally become easy, and you're actually going to love to do it. So a habit that I do every single day that builds a lot of strength. And if you're a guy that's in self-improvement, well, it's almost certain that you already heard about that. And it's cold showers, right? Cold showers. How many times do we hear about cold showers on self-improvement? So every single day, I wake up in the morning, I go in the bathroom, and I go under the cold shower. And it builds a lot of fucking strength. And actually, every single like shower that I take, when I wash myself, it's hot. But when I get out, when my shower is over, I put the cold on, right? And then it gets really cold, and it's not just less hot, it's really fucking cold, to the point that it literally hurts your body. And what you want to do is stay at least 30 seconds under the water, even if it's fucking freezing cold. It's building a lot of discipline, and this discipline stays. It stays in your mind. It stays, and it's really fucking important, because once you get it, then the next tasks that you will have to do throughout the day, they will be really easier, right? Even if they're hard, you're gonna be in a certain momentum, and you're just gonna attack life, you know? If you just wake up and you get up in the morning and right away you start doing your tasks without having done a cold shower, well, you know, there's like the momentum is not going to be there, you know, you're gonna be a little bit tired and all of that, and the cold shower really like wakes you up, you know, because it makes sure your heart really beat faster. It's not a really nice way to get up, of course, but it's a way that's going to build a lot of strength, and that you really need. What I did also to build strength is simply that I did the hard things. You know, I simply, like, when I wanted to go on a run, when I had to go on a run, even if I didn't want to, I did it. And a good mindset to have is, if it's hard, well, that's the perfect time to go. And if today that's harder than any other days, it's a more perfect day, you know. The more harder it is, the best time it is to go. Alright? Like, because the harder it is, the more it requires strength. Then you get the strength, and it's gonna serve you for really anything in your life, anything that you're gonna do in the future. It's gonna help you a lot. You really need it as a man. You really need strength. It's so important. I couldn't emphasize that enough. Alright, I'm gonna speak about relapse. So, I mess up a lot. I mess up a fucking lot, man. Like, I want to be disciplined in my life, but you know, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you will have setbacks, you know. Let's say that you're fat. You're fucking fat, alright? Let's say that you're a fat guy and you want to have a good diet. Well, of course you're gonna mess up. Of course. Of course you're gonna mess up a lot of time. But the important thing is to come back even stronger. And a tip that I can give you that I just started to use recently is to keep a journal. Alright? You keep a journal, you write a certain topic of what you want to improve in your life. Let's say that you want to, yes, have a good diet. So you write diet, and beside that you write the date plus why. What is that? Under that, every single time that you mess up on your diet, you write the date, and beside that you write why. Why did you mess up this time? And it's gonna, that's actually, I call it the missed accountability journal. And that's really, I think that's something that successful people use a lot, because it keeps you accountable, and you don't want to write something, you want to keep it as clean as possible, right? So it gets you really accountable. And if you want to build strength, well, that's a really good way, because like it's easier to build discipline with that kind of tip. All right, so it's okay if you relapse. It's okay. All right, I relapse a lot. Even like today I relapse. Like, there's a lot of things that you can relapse about, like your diet, like your sleep, anything. It's really okay. It will happen. It will happen a lot, and it will happen like all the time. Like, you will die, and it's not gonna stop. You know, you're always gonna relapse. So it's okay. The important thing is to come back. Actually, when I was 17 years old, that was the time in my life when I was the strongest. You know, I went to secondary school, high school. I went to high school, and let's say that I wasn't really in a bad place. I wasn't really in a good place until I was actually in a really dark place when I was in secondary 5th grade. I think that's how we call it. Well, it got better, you know. I was in a better place mentally, but it was still hard, you know. I had a lot of struggle, and really that was a time where I really built discipline. I woke up in the morning and I just put the cold shower on. I never missed a workout, all of that. And the thing is, today I still, like, sometimes I miss workouts. It really doesn't happen that often, but sometimes when there's really, because I'm a really busy guy, and sometimes there's another thing that comes up on my schedule, and I just can't do the workout. And if I did it, I would do it like, I would do like 2 workouts a day the next day, you know, because I had the next one coming on. But the thing is, when I was 17 years old, I would have do it, you know. I would do the workout. And right now I started to read Never Finished by David Goggins, and you know, that's a wake-up call book. And now, like, really, I realize how soft I became. You know, I consider myself really strong, but my discipline actually is really less stronger than before. I'm less stronger. I'm really less stronger than before. And the reason is because of what I told myself in my mind. All right, like I don't act like I have 100% accountability on what I do. I'm like, because I started to read a lot of books and I understand more the science of the people and all that. Well, now if I mess up on something, before I would have said like, yeah, that's 100% my fault, you know. That's 100% on me, you know. I'm accountable, still accountable, and doing that made me really stronger because the next time I felt like I was more in control. But now that I know the science, I'm like, if I did that certain type of thing, it's because like I didn't get enough sleep or something like that. And you know, that's kind of true, but it just an influence. The real reason is because I was a pussy actually. So you know, you have to take 100% accountability on your mind and your action, and on your actions, and that's how you build a lot of strength and discipline. I think that is really important in today's world, and it always was really important actually. So I'm trying to regain the strength that I had. So what I do is just that, really, as I said, I just put 100% accountability on myself. Like right now, I'm just 100% accountable for what happens to me, even though I didn't sleep well. Well, that's not a good excuse for. I didn't miss, like, I didn't relapse because I didn't get enough sleep, you know. It's a factor, but the reason is my mind, you know. I just got stuffed. That's the real reason. And that's how I'm trying to regain the strength, and that's really a good advice. So strength, I would like to say that strength is actually it's man's greatest gift. If you're a man and you don't have strength, what are you gonna do in your life? Think about it. A man without strength, like just a little wimp, a little pussy. What he does? What does he do? Nothing, right? And the only things he really does is like jerking off, eating bad food, laughing at other people. I don't know, on YouTube they comment under the videos. If you're a man and you don't have strength, you're not a man. You need to be strong. You need to do the hard things even when you don't feel like it. And if it's, the harder it is, the better it is to do the thing, right? Makes you even stronger. It's like a weight, you know, it's like a dumbbell. You go to the gym, there's like a lot of dumbbells, there's a lot of weights, and you know, if it's a little bit hard, then you will do it. And it's like you do a bicep curl with like 5 kilos. It's not that hard, right? But then that's really, really fucking hard. You have to go on a 2 hours run, like I'm doing right now, because I'm actually preparing for a marathon. Well, you really don't want to. It's really hard, but it's so hard that it's actually a chance to become strong, to become really strong. If you do it, you're gonna become so strong. And it's like you grab the weight and you do a fucking 100 kilos bench press. And I know that's a fucking lot of weight. But if you can do it, you're really fucking strong. And the nice thing is that you actually can do it. Maybe not a 200 kilos bench press, but you can go and do the hard thing. And if your mind tells you that you ought to stop, like she's just telling you, oh, like, let's go home, let's stop, that's so hard, let's eat that cookie. No, fuck that shit, do it anyway. Alright, that's really better for your mind. You're gonna get really strong, and you're gonna be a man, and you're gonna thrive, because that's what men do, they thrive.